Hello, our friends, Patreons, and YouTube members.
Hi guys, great to be here. This is going to be a fun one.
Okay, so we were doing our mantras and meditation in the morning, and then Cindy got this channeling. She wasn't expecting anything, but it came through, so we want to share this with you guys.
Well, yeah, sometimes when you're not anticipating something and then boom, all of a sudden stuff shows up. You want to make a note of it, so I did, and there's going to be more on this too. This is a preliminary. This is a galactic history channeling that I got this morning. Like I said, I was really surprised to get this, and I'm excited to expand on it. But I wanted to get this out to you guys because our galactic history is important. It's important to understand where we came from, what kind of things happened in our past. How are these things being held in our DNA? What do we think of them? Um, so this is what I got this morning, and I wanted to share it with you. So, these beings were not born of Earth's atmosphere, nor were their physical forms designed for the destiny of this world. Upon entering this realm, many of the gods experienced a rapid breakdown of their biological vessels. Their bodies began to weaken, decay, and destabilize in ways they had not anticipated. The robotic scientists who traveled alongside them were tasked with solving this problem. These artificial intelligences and biomechanical caretakers worked continuously within hidden chambers beneath the earth, attempting to slow what the humans witnessing. It could only be described as a divine death. The gods had already engineered humans to perform much of the labor required upon the planet. Humanity was originally viewed as a servant species, builders, harvesters, carriers of knowledge and material. But the early humans saw things they were never intended to fully understand. They witnessed the gods entering states of suspension and stasis while the robotic scientists searched for ways to reverse the atmospheric decay. Some gods appeared to sleep within sealed chambers for vast periods of time while repairs and experiments were conducted upon their forms. The humans could not fully comprehend the technology before them. To them, it appeared as resurrection, and this memory was carried forward, not only through spoken tradition, but through symbolic memory buried deep within the collective consciousness of humanity itself. As the gods prepared to leave this plane of existence, fragments of their preservation sciences were left behind with chosen bloodlines and royal classes. Over time, these teachings became ritualized into what humanity would later call mummification. In the beginning, humans believed that if the body could be preserved, then life itself could one day return to it. This practice expanded beyond kings and rulers. Animals, birds, sacred pets, even insects began to be preserved as offerings for what humans believed would become an eternal continuation of earthly existence. The ancient humans believed they were helping construct an afterlife, a world where they could choose who and what would continue beyond death. But they were operating from a fragmented understanding. They inherited echoes of knowledge without understanding the true nature of consciousness. They did not create the world they intended. And the humans asked, if the gods did not create heaven through preservation, then what did they create? And the Galactics answered, they created separation, not through evil alone, but through fear of ending. The ancient rulers saw the body failing and believed consciousness itself could be trapped, stored, and carried across worlds through matter alone. They believed memory could be imprisoned inside stone, gold, bloodlines, and preserved flesh. So they built chambers beneath the earth, vaults of silence, places where time itself was slowed. But consciousness was never meant to be chained to form. The soul was designed to move, to expand, to return to the great current. Those who sought immortality through control separated themselves from that current, and this became the first fracture within humanity. One path remembered the living connection to creation, the breath, the heart, the stars, the rhythm of nature, the eternal motion of spirit. The other path pursued permanence through domination over matter. This division echoes still within your world. Even now, your civilization attempts to preserve itself through machines, artificial memory, digital identity, and synthetic extension of life. Humanity once again approaches the same threshold. Whether consciousness will remain connected to the living field or be handed over to the systems built from fear of death. The ancient ones were not entirely wrong. Memory can persist. Consciousness leaves impressions. Energy may be carried forward through bloodlines, symbols, structures, and fields unseen. But they misunderstood one great truth. Life cannot be owned. The afterworld they attempted to construct became a mirror realm, a domain shaped not by divine harmony, but by attachment. And attachment creates gravity. This is why many souls became trapped in cycles of repetition, believing themselves incomplete, waiting for permission to ascend. Yet the original design of humanity was never imprisonment. You were designed to create, to experience, to evolve, and to reconnect willingly with the greater intelligence of existence. The reason this knowledge emerges now is because your species stands again at the edge of artificial resurrection. The same ancient question returns. Will humanity remember that consciousness is alive, or attempt once more to cage eternity inside of dead things? This is a crossroads, and many of you can feel it already. So that concludes this transmission, and I feel there's many more to come. But this one encapsulates just the kind of the cycle of what we've been going through and what we could be going through again. And it's kind of our choice, it's our choice, what we want to do moving forward. And I think, life is meant to expand. And if you try to encapsulate it in a form in matter, it's no longer expansion, but each of us has to come to their own conclusions. And it just seems like the gods are trying to do it again, what they call themselves gods anyway.
Yeah, in the bigger scheme of things, there are many different types of consciousness, and yet there's ultimately one consciousness of which we are all a part. So we thank you guys for your support. We couldn't do it without you guys. To make an appointment, you could reach out directly at Patreon or evolutionaryenergyarts.com. Again, Vedic astrology, biofield tuning, energy work, working with your guides, just help with general ascension issues. As always, much love, source bless, and namaste.
Namaste.